Hi everyone, I'm Jan from Pins and Needles in Cleveland, Ohio and sewitonline.com. So I get the honor today of showing off one of my favorite machines. So this is called a 1700E by Brother. It's an embroidery only machine. So listen, you might have an older machine and it's still working good, but you're not doing what we're doing today. It's just amazing what we're able to create today on these sewing machines. But what you can consider is buying embroidery only, so that then you have your stove over here on your old sewing machine and you have your grill over here on your embroidery machine. And I promise you, if you stick with me and keep going, this machine will be running all day long as often as you can, because it doesn't need you. It's like your grill's going to go. You can go over there and flip your steak, every so often. I'm going to change my thread, but then I push the button, I keep on going. So an embroidery machine might be in your future. If you have an older one, they've changed a lot. Stay with me for 5 minutes and you're going to see what we're doing now and how easy it is. So what I enjoy about this machine, I'm going to get it embroidering first, and then I can talk while it's embroidering so I can show you folks that have never seen embroidery. Go for it. So what the cool thing is you can go in here and there's all kinds of designs, and they've done a wonderful job of putting in every different holiday, etc., to be able to do it. We're even doing buttonholes in the hoop now, so you can go right on down your jacket or in your purse and they come out beautiful. That's a cool thing. Brother has the wonderful adaptation that you can go to the Brother website and you can buy Disney designs. And when you buy Disney designs, you put them down to a USB stick and stick it in. But it's not just Disney. It's Disney, it's Marvel, and it's Star Wars. So I got older grandkids, so they want the Star Wars stuff. So see how it's changed? And then I have a 1.5-year-old that thinks Minnie is the greatest thing ever. So now we get to do them both. So that's what you're going to get by buying a Brother embroidery machine, is be able to go to their website. So that's a cool function to distinguish between other brands and what you're doing. But I'm going to go into, so basically you can go to the web, and there's millions of designs you can buy online for $4, $3, $4, sometimes free, nothing dollars. I mean, it's just not expensive for designs anymore. But I'm going to just go use something inside the machine. This has got a lot of cool lettering in it and all my scripts in it that I really, really like. But I'm going to go into the frames, and I can do any of the frames. So we just did mug rugs and cards and used the squares and the rectangles, but I'm just going to use the heart just for the sake of showing you. I'm going to do one with 2 colors so I can show you how to thread the machine. So I just come over here and set it. Now what I like about this Brother machine is that it's very easy to use. I personally want to sew. I want to do everything I can on my sewing machine. So by doing it so easily as this, it's just a treasure. So I'm going to say, okay, I moved it down because I have a towel hooped, and I want it down here on the towel, not in the middle of the towel. So think about how it's hanging. But as soon as you put little tea towels that I get at the dollar store and put an initial on them in your bathroom, well, everybody thinks you're so classy and you did it in 10 minutes. So kind of a fun thing. Now look at, I got my heart, but I want to add. So I'm going to go to my lettering, and I could choose any style of lettering, and I'm just going to go get B, and I'm going to put it in medium-sized letters. Now I'm going to go get lowercase. Do you see how I can just go through O, B, R, O, O, K, L, Y, N. I have a 1.5-year-old, but you can guess her name. So there we go. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it. And I'm going to bring Brooklyn right down inside of my heart. No matter how many towels I have to wash that child's face, it's always more. Okay, so now I'm going to size it because Brooklyn's a little bit small, a little bit big there. So I'm going to size it down. Better put my glasses on. Size it down so it doesn't take quite so much room. There I go. I'm done. I like what I like, so I end edit. I don't need to move it anymore. I already did, so I go to embroidery. Now, I'm going to take this and put the presser foot down. Now watch the threading. I threaded the machine all by ahead of time, but I will save the needle for you folks. So what you're going to do is just come here with your hand. I'm going to do it here so you can see better on screen. And I bring it down and okay, let's talk about how to do it perfectly in the proper way. The first thing you do is put the presser foot up and down so that you're in the spot of exactly where you want to be, and then bring this down and it threads it for you. So the whole trick is that it will thread the needle for me and I don't have to do that. I don't know about you, but at my age, that's helpful. Okay, I'm going to push the green light and it's going to zip around and it's going to take 2 minutes. It's going to put little leaves around this little heart. Then I'm going to put a little flower in it and then I'm going to do her name. So it says it's going to take 2,800 stitches. I'm already on 72 and it's going to take, this color's 2 minutes. The whole thing's going to take 5 and I'm going to have it accomplished. Now think of the gifts you can make. Decide if you're a gift giver or not. I am, but a lot of times you don't need to spend a lot of money on a gift, but you'd really like to have your touch on it. That's me. So being able to do little towels and put people's names on them or their initials is a fabulous gift. This is one that I do on a regular basis. I even buy my blanks. I buy fleece blankets. You can get them on the discount racks, pretty much nothing. So one year I took fleece blankets that I bought at Kohl's for $8 and I put everybody from the grandpa's to the baby's name on each one. They still use that blanket. So it's a silly thing to do, but it's fun and they appreciate it because everybody likes their name on anything. So a baby's born. I can go in, as you can tell, in a matter of about 8 minutes, and I can embroider a name and the date the baby's born. I can do that the second I see it on Facebook and have it to the recipient within 24 hours very, very, very easily. So there's been many times that I do them like this, where I can do that, and then I have a really nice gift. I didn't spend a lot of money on it, okay? But the thought is there, and nobody else can match me because nobody else has got the spelling and everything else set perfectly. Okay, so it did my first color. So here we go. Now we're going to learn a little bit. Always teaching. I want to cut my thread up here, and I want to pull it through the needle. If I just taught you to do that on your sewing machine for the rest of your life, I just saved you money. Because we're used to just going like this and pulling the thread and then wrapping it around because we don't want to waste that 12 inches of thread, you know. I want you to waste the 12 inches of thread. Our service department gets machine after machine in here with thread caught into the tension units in here because they've done that bad habit. Watch how simple it is to thread this machine. There's numbers. It sets itself up so it goes up here and finds your take-up lever automatically for you. So remember when you used to have to turn the hand wheel all the time? Not anymore. Wait till you see how I can put the bobbin in. All right, now watch. I just come on down here to number 6. They're all labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I come over here to number 7, cut it off, and again, bring my presser foot down, and I'm threaded. Put my press, and I'm got the green light. It's telling me I have to do a little rosebud right in between. It's going to take a minute, probably a minute and a half. So now, what is so cool about this machine compared to anything else? The coolness is it's the lowest price available to be able to get a cutter. So if you've had an older embroidery machine or a starter embroidery machine, you had to go through and cut every one of those stitches. But if you watch this, it's doing the purple. Watch now. It's going to cut that thread, bury it to the bottom, and move over and do my next spot. So that's one of the features that I like when I tell you what machine and try to help you figure out what embroidery machine you want to buy. That's one of the features you want to consider. The other feature is the size of the hoop. If you can see this, this is a 6 by 10 inch hoop. Therefore, I'm able to quilt my whole quilts on it on a 6 by 10 inch hoop. And there isn't any embroidery designs on the market that you can't do with a 6 by 10 inch hoop. So whether you wanted to do a zippered bag, or if you want to quilt our quilts or something fun like that, a 6 by 10 does it for you. If you go to a 5 by 7 or 4 by 4, you'll soon outgrow it, or you'll want more, or you're just willing to hoop a little bit more often. Let me show you this. This is one of our classes that we teach that is a rehooping class. So let me just show you what it is. So this whole wall hanging was done on this machine. So now let's talk about it a little bit. If you buy a machine from us, we have the usage classes on sewitonline.com that are free to you. So if you do this, you're going to learn to do applique. What applique is see how I put the pink fabric back here and then stitched around it. That's a little different than just, this is filled in embroidery, but this is called applique. So there's a portion of the class that's applique. We teach you lettering. We teach you what it's all about. There's even some software classes on there. So sewitonline.com is our avenue to get people who buy machines from us to go learn so they do all the cool things on us. Whether you buy a machine from us or not, I'd like you to join their email list. Go to them because we do a lot of seminars. We bring in the stars from all over the industry. We just had Zunt on the other day. Zunt is from Australia and we're over here and we're all communicating together and just gorgeous stuff. And then I can get you free designs and free samples and all kinds of stuff like that. So as this thing's embroidering, let's talk about this. We hoop. Then we rehooped. Then we rehooped. And it's got a marker so I can go and find out exactly where I'm rehooping it at. But if you think that that isn't a masterpiece, it's a small masterpiece. We do whole king-size quilts on machines like this. But this is something that was really, really special, don't you think, to be able to do it? If you can see up close that we were hooping this and then hooped it again, but it did the quilting in the background at the same time. So is that on an embroidery machine like this? Absolutely. There's pretty much not anything you can't do. Now, one of the advantages, how sharp. So I'm in the age of my kids getting married. So what a cute thing to put Mr. Right, and then it's Mrs. Always Right. That's by Hope Yoder, but it's a embroidery design that I've used many, many, many times. I just thought I would show it to you. Now, one thing I have going is that, again, I've got a granddaughter and I get a grandson coming. So these are little quilt squares that I just am making into squares. So then I'll make them all and then I will put them together in a quilt. The conventional way of sewing it together with my regular sewing machine. So now consider this. This is my suggestion to you. Find room that you can have your sewing machine here and your embroidery machine here. Because this thing's embroidering, I could sit here and be sewing my squares together. Do you see? So you're doing two things. In your kitchen, you're using your oven, your stove, your microwave, your grill, your blender. It's the same thing. So people say to me, oh, I don't have room. Well, get rid of that old chair. Get rid of that old dresser that you really don't need and try to set yourself up. You'll enjoy your craft a whole lot more than having to take the whole machine apart. I have people that have big embroidery machines and they buy this as a second so that they can have embroidery going at all times and do different things. There's so much embroidery out there. The quilt behind me is done square by square by square. So that means it's kind of like this, only it's obviously more elaborate. And so you're doing a square and then pretty soon you have to sew them all together. So it's doing it. There's a lot of fun things that we're doing like lace that can take a half an hour. This can be over here doing it while you're doing the dishes. So if you think we don't do that, yes, we do. And we keep it going that way. So I'm having a lot of fun, even buying diapers. Usually I put a trim across here so it's cute, but there's nothing better than a burp rag with Winnie on it. And so with you buy a Brother machine, you can go to brother.com. Now watch a minute. I'll come back to that statement about Brother, but let's do here. I don't want to waste your time. Look at It did it all. And so now I'm ready for Brooklyn. It's right here and I'm on my next color. So I changed to my purple, and then all I'm going to do is I got the green light, so away I go. So back to the brother topic that I was bringing up. The advantage of buying this machine is that the brother company has the rights for Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel. So they have a website that when you register your brother machine, you can go to and buy designs. So this is exclusive for brother owners. So for grandmas like me, that's a really big bonus to be able to do, because you know how these kids change from who their favorite character is every 2 months. Well, then it's nothing for you to go and get it to be able to do it. So the advantage of that is that's why the brother does it. The other thing is the 6 by 10 inch hoop. In the hoop, we are quilting. We embroidered toilet paper. Yes, it's toilet paper. So in Sew It Online, we have all kinds of classes to teach you this kind of stuff. It sounds like a silly thing to do, but when we put Santa on there and different things, it's always a laugh. And people keep it on the back of their commode, and it's just been a fun thing and a joke to be able to do. But if you think everybody isn't copying it, it's fun, fun, fun. And everybody laughs at it to be able to do it. But even this quilt right here was quilted on the embroidery machine, not the sewing machine. So it was quilted one hoop, reached over, another hoop, reached over, and we line it up. The classes on how to do everything are on sewitonline.com. You're going to learn a lot on your own. It's just get going and have fun. It's basically the same thing as just changing your color, thread, whatever color you want to be able to do. But lettering and monogramming and personal gifts are really, really fun on it. This is the model 1700E. It is available through sewitonline.com. If you do already have an embroidery machine, I would like you to go and check out and add your email to our email list. Again, I told you before, but one more time, there's lots of events that we do. We do a free sew social all the time. We do different things to keep you sewing, to keep you involved. If you're close to Cleveland, we do it all in store. But if not, join us on sewitonline.com. So this machine is miraculously priced. It's quite a value. Now look, I'm done. I'm done. Now come on. That's pretty cool. Took me 5 minutes. I have a little Brooklyn towel. You can't have enough of these. I'm going to take this. This is tearaway. We will teach you all about all the stabilizers and all that stuff to get rid of it. I have to trim out the edges on the bottom. And this is called a wash away, and that goes away, and I've got an embroidery design. Pretty sweet, huh? So, back to it. The Baby Lock 1700 is the newest machine by Brother that's going to allow us to do the Disney designs, and most important, to have here. So look in your sewing room, push something out, and get yourself an embroidery machine. You will have so much fun. You just have no idea how cool it is. But everybody is going to be impressed with every one of your jobs and every one of your work because they've never seen it before. So it's very easy to impress people, yet you did it all on your machine. It's really, really, really fun. Let me know if I can help you. Again, go to sewitonline.com. We're there to help. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe so you won't miss future tutorials. For more help, visit sewitonline.com. Join our little community and keep making beautiful things. Bye for now. Happy sewing.